How did I become a content creator? Grab a snack and let's chat. The wedding content creation business is booming. It is a huge industry. I am also a professional actress, model, and public speaker. But as your content creator, I am creating content for you as my client, the vendor, or a couple in real time. And that's what I love the most because I'm creating that content like literally on the day of your event. And there I was as a model, public speaker, working thousands of events at trade shows, conventions, conferences, expos. I was capturing my day to day as I went to work. And I would look at the booths and I was so intrigued by how they set them up and how they brought to life from being like this empty space and then making them look like something that was eye-catching. That when people walked by, they wanted to see that booth and they wanted to know more. I started to do the before and afters in videos, and I was working for these really huge clients like CES. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I was also working with HIMSS and Black Hat, some of the biggest tech shows in the world. But I was also working with stuff like health and fitness, and they'd have like the Las Vegas Rock and Roll Marathon that also had like their own trade show. And so when I was documenting all this, I was like, I'm doing all this for these clients and I'm tagging them whenever I post on my social media. And it was just natural for me. I love looking at like a piece of footage and making it better, making it look even more vibrant than it was in like those yellow lights that you see on the convention floor. All of this was fun for me. And this is where I got my started. And this is where I kind of caught like that bug of wanting to do more in the content creator space. Of course, back then I had no idea that that's what I was doing, was creating content for these huge clients. I also worked as a market manager for Life is Beautiful, for iHeartRadio. These are like the biggest festivals in the world, you guys. And I would go to work. I was working for Vita Coco, and I would go to work, and as their manager, I made sure all my brand ambassadors were in their spaces, and I made sure that they knew what to do and like how to do it and how to execute the activation for the weekend. But I also brought the fun. So we would go down the water slide because our footprint had this huge water slide for Vita Coco. And on their breaks, I'd be like, who wants to go on the slide? And all the time, I'm there with like my water camera capturing footage. It was just fun to me to see us go from like working at the booth into being on the slides and just having fun during our work day. Once again, creating more content. Now, because I was the one that was creating the content for them, meaning like taking their pictures, taking the photos, the videos, and also being on live stream, the clients of those booths. So I work with like Dale World. You guys know it's been a lot of conventions that I worked for. So to try to name them all is like super hard. Con Expo, it's literally like thousands. And what would happen is like the client would be there and they're trying to figure out like how to take a picture of just the footprint, just the booth space, but then also get a picture with all of them in it. And then who's going to take the picture? So then there I was, capturing their pictures for them, capturing little short videos as we were going about the day at the shows. And it was just so much fun. And then they got to see the tags that I was using, and then they could go and use that same content for their company's social media, which is really, really nice. Now we fast forward to weddings. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. And what would happen is I would go to my friends' weddings and I would capture content for them, not even realizing that this is what I was doing. So I wasn't that person that was super weird with just like a camera everywhere in everyone's faces. No. I was able to blend into the atmosphere. You barely even noticed that I was like capturing a moment or I like to call them stolen moments. You'll hear me say that on here. But I was definitely stealing moments, and when people weren't looking, I was capturing photos and videos and then turning them into like social media trends, like what you would see on like TikTok and IG Reels, and now we have our YouTube Shorts. And so that's what I was doing. It was creating these memories for them that they didn't even know that they wanted. Obviously, they had the professional videographer, photographer, the professional ones there, right? But they had all this equipment with them. And they had to do all this just to get the shot. Whereas I was there with my cell phone and a tiny little tripod, and I was able to go around grabbing the footage, grabbing those moments so quickly. And I can't wait to show you guys more of that stuff because, like, there's some things that people, it's so beautiful. I never want to make you look ridiculous or anything like that, but there are some people who actually like seeing that, which is really kind of funny to me. They like to see that, like, their eyes weren't open or they're squinting or, like, I don't know, just something they're making a funny face, which is really silly to me. Like, I don't know if I'd want a content creator to be capturing that for me. Like, make sure that, I look good. I've had a content creator before that I was like, what are some of these? But it's raw, right? So it's going to be raw, organic. We are just taking everything from that day. So that's a little bit about how I got started and how I became a content creator, especially in like the wedding field, but pretty much in all of them. I'm going to be talking about how I got my start in travel content creation, how I got my start in brand content creation. Oh, that one is such a cute story. I can't wait to talk about that one. Parties, content creation as well, like how I got like my start into those. Because when I was at work, I wasn't just working. I couldn't stop taking pictures and videos. And I remember working with Hubert's Lemonade. I really want to tell you guys this story. So I hope you guys are still there. But I took my phone out and I put it on live stream. And the client, which was my boss, came over and was like, "What are you doing?" And I told her that we're on live. And the way that I had the phone positioned, she didn't know. Like, I didn't have a tripod set up. I wasn't holding the phone. I literally had it like hidden in between a couple of products that were like on the countertop that we had. And she thought it was so cool. She thought that that was just so cool. I did the same thing with a company called Key Socks. I live streamed their event at the trade show, basically like their booth and everything. And you guys, this is how I knew that I had a love for the wedding content creation space, because like going to my friends' weddings and just like not able to, I just couldn't help myself. I had to capture those hidden moments. And working on the trade show floor and just knowing that like the client is really going to like this, but also so am I. I was capturing memories also for myself. Like, it's so cool to go back and look back on so much of this. And you guys just wait. We are going to get into all of it. You're going to see a lot of these things. I'm not doing flashes on here, but you are going to get to see a lot of my work through the portfolios. I'm going to be showing you. We're going to be talking about it. And we're also going to be talking about like what I could have done better. So we're going to talk about like things I did great, and then some constructive criticism on things I could do better, because like we're all working with this as a team. Okay, so I don't want this to just seem like I'm giving you all this information and there are things out there that like that I could be doing better. You have that, that other eye to be able to notice like, okay, well, why did she stand over there? Or why can I see her shadow? So what's next? Oh my gosh, you guys, you have to stay tuned because the next video is going to be why you should hire a wedding content creator. See y'all soon. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.